everybody. I hope you're doing good. We are through Wednesday. We're over the hump. And I have some little ones here who want to join us in our live today. So I'm going to go over 6 simple ways that you can improve your relationship with your accountant or bookkeeper so that you guys can work together effortlessly and be one as a team, right? So if you don't know who I am, my name is Jayce and I am owner and accountant of Hooked Accounting Services, and I've been in the accounting field for 5+ years. I have experience working for CPA firms, so I have an understanding of what they're looking for at the end of the year for your tax returns. If you wouldn't mind, if you're watching this live or watching the replay, just leave a comment, say hi, let me know where you're from. I just want to get to know you guys a little bit more. So let's jump in real fast here and just go over these 6 simple steps so that you can have a great relationship with your accountant and work on growing your business. So start off with step 1. Remember why you hired your accountant or your bookkeeper. She really wants to be in here, and it might just be easier just to let her sit here. So if you remember why you hired your accountant or bookkeeper, this is going to remind you why it's important to follow these steps and have and put in the effort to have this relationship. You want to remember that you needed somebody who had the expertise to handle your financials, who had the time to do this, right? You are so busy servicing your clients and your customers that you don't necessarily have the time to sit down and work on your books for a couple hours. Or it may take you longer than somebody who does this every day. So let's remember that. There might be some financial problems that you're not sure how to address. Maybe there's IRS issues, right? And you have no idea where to start. So you hire an accountant to help you figure these out and to help you stay out of trouble with the IRS and make sure you're not causing any extra attention by the IRS. So keep that in mind. Step 2, we're going to make sure you hire the right person. So you want somebody who you can relate to, who's personable with you. Maybe your personalities go together. You just want to make sure it's somebody you can work with. We became business owners so that we can kind of control who we work with, right? We don't want to work with people who make our days miserable or who get us frustrated and upset every time we talk to them. Especially when it's somebody who's supposed to be an ally with you, somebody who's supposed to help you understand your business and grow your business. And let's face it, we're talking about your business financials here. So you definitely want somebody who you can openly communicate with. Step 3, we're going to define the accountant role from the start. Be clear with your accountant on what you expect, what your goals are. Ask them for input on where you're wanting to lead your business, and just make sure that you have a clear understanding of what you expect from your accountant and also what their understanding is of your expectations. If you don't set your anticipation forward first, and so that they know what you want from them, and then in return you understand what they're believing that they are supposed to provide to you of service, you're going to kind of get set off on the wrong foot, right? If they don't know and you don't know, everybody's kind of in this cloud of uncertainty. We want to make sure that your expectations are clear, and that'll set you up for a good relationship with them from the start. Step 4, keep in mind trust isn't built overnight, especially when you're dealing with financial documents. This is something you have to work on. Just like a relationship with a spouse or a significant other, you have to build that trust over time. It's not something you go on a first date and you instantly have trust in them. If you do, that's amazing, that's great, but most of the time it's something you have to work on, right? So just keep in mind that that's going to take time to accomplish as you grow with your relationship. As an accountant myself, I build trust by working with my new clients in a couple different ways. A few of those ways are I'm always delivering ahead of schedule. I want to make sure my clients know that I'm prompt and that their concerns and what they need done is important to me. So I always try to deliver ahead of schedule or right within the schedule. That way they know I'm on top of it. I arrive to meetings prepared, and that way I can show them that their time is important to me. I'm not wasting their time trying to figure out where we're getting started or what we're discussing. I also develop relationships with service providers such as certified public accountants and enrolled agents. I am not a tax professional myself. I'm an accountant bookkeeper. So I work closely with those who are tax professionals because these two topics go hand in hand. I work with you with your financials throughout the year to make sure that you're on track so that your tax professional can easily prepare your taxes at the end of the year and focus more on getting you those tax benefits, and that way they can provide you with the best tax service while I'm helping you throughout the year understand and manage your financials. So those are a few ways I build trust with my clients from the very beginning, because you really need somebody who's willing to completely take over your tasks so you don't have to think about it. That's the whole point of hiring us, right? You don't have time to handle all of this hands-on and do all the work yourself. So you need to have trust in somebody to handle this for you and to have your best interests in mind. Step 5 is make sure deliverables and guidelines are explicit. Start from the beginning and set routines and schedules to be met. If you have a cleanup job that you need done, you haven't had your books done from January to now October. Set expectations. Ask your accountant, when should I expect these to be done? When will we begin the monthly services of doing the bookkeeping every month? What should I expect for if you're doing payroll? What should I expect for the payroll deadlines? How do you handle those deadlines? So understand what each person's doing. If they need statements from you on a monthly basis, ask them, when do you need these statements by? When should I expect to have the monthly work completed by? Or a response back from you as to the questions or the concerns about the monthly bookkeeping. So just have those guidelines and expectations, again, set up very clear at the beginning so you guys know where you're at with who is responsible for what. Lastly, step 6, which kind of encompasses everything, communication is key. You have to have open communication with your accountant. Again, I'm stressing they are helping you with your financials. They are helping you to understand what is going on with your business so that you can grow. So how are they going to do that if you don't have open communication? Make time to have open and frequent communication with your accountant. They're going to have questions, especially in the beginning, about how your business is run, how you're operating things, what certain things are for. So definitely at the beginning there's going to be a lot of communication back and forth, just getting established with your business. Every business is different. Even if it's within the same industry, every business owner operates in a little bit different way. Your business is a reflection of your personality, right? So you're going to do it just a little bit different than everybody else. So it takes time for you and your accountant to get on the same page on how your business is rolling. And that's a good thing that there's a lot of communication. It means your accountant cares and understands and wants to learn more about your business and how to help you make growth and success a reality for yourself. So don't leave your accountant in the dark. Make sure you're just always available for questions within means, right? Schedule times to work with each other. I don't personally like to just call a client and ask questions. I usually send an email with my questions so that my client can look over things, maybe gather some more information, and then when they're prepared, say, hey, let's schedule a time that works best for both of us to go over this. That way you aren't being pulled by customers walking in or having to go do something for your customers. This gives you time dedicated to talk to your accountant and go over things. So just to recap, the 6 steps are: 1, remember why you hired your accountant. 2, make sure you hire the right person. And 3, define the accountant rules from the very start. Again, be crystal clear on what you expect or what you're looking for. Step 4, trust is built over time. It's not built overnight. So just make sure to continually work on that and be aware of that. Step 5, be sure deliverables and guidelines are explicit. Know who's doing what and what is expected from each party. And lastly, open communication. So I hope these 6 steps really help you to understand how to have a great relationship with your accountant. If you have had an accountant for a long time and you're like, man, I should have done this when I started, it's not too late. Start implementing these steps now. Maybe have a short conversation with your accountant and say, hey, I want to make some improvement. I want to work better together. I want to have more open communication. Let's make time to discuss things on a regular basis. This can all start happening now. It's not something that is too late. If you are looking to start working with a bookkeeper or accountant, keep these in mind as you start building that relationship. If you don't have a bookkeeper or accountant currently, I am accepting clients currently, so I would be happy to talk to you a little bit more to see where your business is at, where you want it to go, and maybe how I can help you get there. I encourage you to visit my Facebook page, Hooked Accounting Services LLC, and I also just opened a YouTube page that also has all of my content, so you can view it that way if you prefer to search for your content on YouTube. And you can always send me a message or comment in this live and let me know if you have any questions, or again, if you'd want to reach out. And also, if you know of anybody who can use this information, feel free, please, to always share these lives. We're all here to help each other, so that's great. If you know somebody who is struggling with their accountant or struggling with any kind of relationship in business, these are all good steps to adhere to and to follow to make sure you're getting the most out of your connections with your business. So again, I hope this helped. If you are in the path of tropical storm, possibly Hurricane Nicole, when she decides to make her appearance tonight, I hope everybody stays safe and we can get to the weekend, and hopefully it should be really nice weather. Usually once the storm passes, we have wonderful weather, and it would be great to have it just in time for the weekend. So again, I hope you all are doing well. If you have any questions, I'm always here, and I will see you guys next week. Have a great week.